What is good, WTFW podcast? This is our pay-per-view event. I'm calling it pay-per-view, Nemean. I'm calling it pay-per-view.
That's what it will always be.
Yeah, it's not a live event. I mean, this is, we do, someone has casually tried to, say that we do a bunch of editing in our shows and whatnot, which that is not true. That is not true. We may not be recording it live, as the minute that people are hearing it, but we don't edit. The only thing we take out is a curse word from here or there, but we do all of our shows in one shot too, don't we? I mean,
every time since day one.
Since day one, and that's been the point of the WTFW show. And hey, some people may be calling us out this week. I already hear you chirping out there because yes, we did listen to the mailbag. I mean, I did. Did you? Did you listen to the mailbag?
Oh, I listened.
Yeah. I mean, I just took some casual time out of my day and casually listened to it, but we'll get to that. I say we get to that a little later because this is a special episode. So I know that some people may put us on the trash list this week because they're gonna be like, "Why wasn't your show out on Saturday? Why wasn't your show out on Saturday?" And there were so many factors into it, and because we fly off the cuff. Because we do this, on the spot and, in the moment, you and me talked about it. It's like, hey, we have 3 pay-per-views. 3. So
yeah.
I want to wait a whole week later to talk about them when if we just take our time, we want to make this a special show. So this is the I don't know what we call it. We don't have a name for it yet. Any ideas? I mean, the casual pit takeover show? No, that sucks. I've heard that title for a show before. That sucks.
Yeah, that's trash.
Trash. But nah. Yeah, hey, maybe by the end of the show we'll come up with the names of this. You know what I'm saying? All right. But something good about today is we decided to put our emails out, the email addy out there on the interwebs, and we got a couple. So, I haven't read these yet. Apparently, that's the way you're supposed to do emails is just not read them and read them on the spot. So I said we do the same thing. Why not? I can do it. I'm in.
Do it. Let's hear it.
You in? All right. So, hey, this first one comes from New York Kyle. I like New York Kyle. I do.
That's New York Kyle.
Yeah, he's been on the Discord server chat. If you want to get on that, it's $1. Go to Patreon, sign up, get in, and then you get to talk trash with all of us and the other hosts of all the other shows and the fans around the world. Man, we got fans in that chat from Israel, from France, from everywhere. It is crazy. So, we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to read this. I hope he doesn't cuss because, I might accidentally read it. But, let's go. He says, "What's up, Kanye, Twitty, and Nemean Lion?" Hey, he used your original name. You see, that's respect right there.
That's respect.
You put some respect on your name. You put some respect. You might get Nemean Lion for this, that's, you don't want Mean to me. Because Mean to mean's a beast. Beast incarnate. No pun intended. What's up, Kanye, Twitty, and the Mean Lion? It is New York Kyle from the mailbag in the Discord chat, here to bring you my trash, my fire, and my Lunchables for the week in WWE. Oh, wow. And WWE and AEW. He's going to cover it all. Oh, man. He's going in depth here. Okay. All right. I'm going to buckle my seatbelt. You ready? Let's do this. All right. I'm excited now. I will clarify now that I sent this in before NXT's In Your House and Hell in a Cell. So this will mainly be from AEW's Double or Nothing to the day you guys release the episode. I assume on Saturday. Hey, we already explained that. In Your House Day. So without further ado, I'm going to start out with AEW's Double or Nothing. I would say the pay-per-view to me was mixed with some fire, some trash, and some Lunchable breaks, but I would rate the pay-per-view as a whole probably like a high 7 or a low 8 out of 10 because I enjoyed it for the most part. I can see here, he breaks it up show by show. So you want to pause there and just like get into, the pay-per-view right there, Double or Nothing, or you want me to just read the whole thing?
May as well just read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing? All right. So he goes, anyways. Yeah, fire. We'll just do it.
Yeah, we just agree or disagree as he goes.
Okay. So I agree. Right there off the bat, I agree that Double or Nothing was about that. That's actually a perfect rating for me. High 7, low 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10, perfect rating. I agree.
Yeah, all right. So hey, that right there, that is a lock. Okay, we agree there. Good job. All right. Anyways, let's talk about Monday Night Raw this week. The Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Asuka promo was trash. But Bianca Belair versus Asuka was fire. Ezekiel and the Mysterios versus Kevin Owens and the Alpha Academy was fire. But the Mysterios are a lunchable break. I'm in agreement so far. The entire Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins segment was my fire of the week. Well, duh. Alexa Bliss defeating Doudrop was a lunchable break, but Doudrop is trash while Alexa getting another win is fire. I'm like,
again, agree.
Okay. The entire Miz TV 24/7 title recap was the trash of the week. Mustafa is challenging for the U.S. title, but gets a DQ? Really? Trash. Theory beating him after that just adds to the little trash can. Adds to the trash can. Okay. Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura winning by DQ was trash, but their contender match with the Usos was fire. Everything that happened with Liv, Morgan, and Ripley was fire. The contract signing with Bobby Lashley and Omos was a complete lunchable break. I mean, he's batting 100.
He's literally
he's making our job easy today.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey, you know what? Right there, the fact that we are in complete agreement through Double or Nothing and Raw, fire, New York Kyle. Absolute fire. All right, let's go on to NXT. Now on to NXT. Pretty Deadly beating Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp was trash. Cora Jade versus Elektra Lopez was fire, and Cora Jade is on my perma fire list. He's adding to the perma fire list. Wesley beating Zion Quinn was fire. Championship Summit, permanent trash. Solo Sikoa defeating Duke Hudson, fire. Grayson Waller versus Josh Briggs was a lunchable break. And Ivy Nile beating Kiana James was fire. Cameron Grimes versus Nathan Frazier was also fire. Damn, Kyle. He batting 200.
I'm saying, yeah, this guy's batting 1,000 right now.
Batting 1,000. See, I've not watched baseball for so long that I forget, how it actually goes. But yeah, he's got a perfect 10 going on right now. Okay, New York Kyle. Now on to Friday Night SmackDown. Drew McIntyre and the New Day versus the Brawling Brutes was fire. And the baby faces that won, well, at least Drew McIntyre, that's fire because the New Day is trash. Oh no. But so was LA Knight, Jinder Mahal versus Humberto Carrillo was both trash and a lunchable break. Oh wait, let me repeat. Let me say that correctly. There's a period in there. What he meant was because New Day is trash. Max Dupree is fire, but so was LA Knight. I like that. I like how we did that. That's good. Jinder Mahal versus Humberto Carrillo was both trash and a lunchable break. Shanky being a stupid fool is also trash. The 6-pack challenge was a lunchable break, and Natalya winning was trash. Madcap Moss's repackage, fire, but beating Corbin by DQ was trash. Everything that happened in the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match was fire.
Fire.
Yeah. Still batting 1,000, Kyle. Even where I want to disagree, he like backs it up with what was fired out of the trash or trash in the fire. Like, I can't argue. You got me over so far. All right, let's see. Let's go to the last one. All right, let's see if you can go perfect all the way through. That would be insane. That would be insane. All right, now on to AEW Rampage. The Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks was fire. Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs beating jobbers. That was fire. Athena's official AEW in-ring debut, fire. CM Punk announcing his injury is trash, but then again, it's not his fault, so it's fine. Scorpio Sky versus Dante Martin for the AEW TNT World Championship was fire. Remember, this is all in my opinion, so please nobody hate on me. Thank you guys for letting me write into the WTFW podcast for this week, and I will talk to you guys next time. Fire. You know what? I think he batted 1,000 the whole way.
I think so.
So, is he going to be the first fan, the first listener, the first person from the Discord to go on the Perma Fire list?
I think he made it, bro.
I think he just made it. I think he just made it. I mean, my vote, he's in.
He's in.
Oh, that's it right there. Welcome to the first listener to be on the Perma Fire list. I mean, there's a couple things that I could argue and here and there. I know we'll get to them later, but no, really, like word for word reading it, like I can't disagree with anything he said. Nothing. Perma Fire list. New York Kyle. He's Permafire Kyle now.
Permafire Kyle.
Permafire Kyle. We know where you from. We don't need New York Kyle no more. We are renaming you Permafire. Since that's what everybody's doing nowadays is renaming people, then fine. We jumping on the bandwagon. New York Kyle, you are now Permafire Kyle. Welcome to the WTFW podcast. Thank you. You can write in anytime. I think he needs to write in every time we have a pay-per-view. Because now I'm looking forward to arguing with him one time, but right now I can't. So, yeah. Permafire Kyle, pay-per-views, we expect an email from you. That's the responsibilities of being on the Permafire list. All right. I got one more. Excuse me. I will get to that later. But we got one more, and this one comes from Grace. She runs the all women's podcast. Hey, big shout out to that right there. 100%. I love everything about it. Go check that out. But hey, she says, hey guys, so I'm going to start off by giving a small trash list. Roman Reigns not defending either title since WrestleMania.
Trash.
Riddle being put into yet another tag team that doesn't make any sense. Trash. I love RK Bro, but since Randy is off TV, then this was his chance to mess with the bloodline and go on a little singles run. I'm just not a big fan of him and Shinsuke together. Seth Rollins not having a championship. Trash. Ronda having a championship. Trash. What's But for real, Seth and Cody are about to have one hell of a match Sunday, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. It has potential to be better than their WrestleMania match. I don't have a prediction for that match, but I want Seth to win, but I have no idea what the outcome will be. What do y'all think? Well, we're going to pause on that answer, because we don't get to that. But as far as the trash list, I mean,
nailed it.
Damn. Nailed it. She about 1,000.
She's right there too.
Yeah. You know, and you know what? She would be on the Perma Fire list, but we got no fire. See? Yeah. Trash list is on point, but to be Perma Fire, you gotta be willing to put yourself out there a little bit. You gotta tell us what you thought was cool. So, because I feel like that's really it. I mean, people are scared. I don't know why they're scared of us. I don't know. I don't understand.
I get
what?
it.
You get it? Okay. Okay, so hey, Grace, your trash list is fire. Absolutely agree with all that. That's funny. Seth Rollins not having a championship, trash, and Ronda having one, trash. I'm with that all the way, the way. So hey, if you want to get at us and send us your trash list, your fire. Remember, no one's safe. I think. Oh, you know what? Hey, we had lost connection for a minute. We might have a blip in there. You know what? I ain't gonna edit it. This week we leaving it in there. Casual jabs.
Be casual.
You know what? You know what else I hate? You know what's trash for me? Ms. and Mrs.
Oh man.
Okay. You see that, Jack? You see how I did that? But trash. Okay, we're going to go on. All right. Hey, if you want to get us your trash list, if you want to get us a fire list and all that, follow us on Twitter at WTFW Trash. And we'll give you the email. Send it in, and we will read it right here on the show at the beginning of our shows. We'll just put it out there. All right? You know, because you guys are the stars of the show as well. It's not the universe. This is us completely. We together in this. So me and you ready to get up into our personal trash and all that? I mean, this is the pay-per-view special. We got 3 amazing pay-per-views. Amazing! All of them were amazing.
It was a great week.
It was a great week. I mean, there may be some trash, but the fact that we had a whole week with 3 pay-per-views in it, I thought that was fire.
That's just fire in itself.
In itself. So we gonna start it off with AEW's Double or Nothing. I'm gonna let you take the lead on this. You know, I mean, we both watched it. This is the first time. I mean, no, we watched this one together basically, but you know, the other 2 we both watched them at different times. So let's see what you think. What do you think? Double or Nothing? AEW.
Double or Nothing. I thought, in my opinion, Double or Nothing was the best pay-per-view of the week.
Fire.
There's definitely some trash there, but like Permafire Kyle said, Double or Nothing was
Permafire Kyle.
It was pretty solid 8 out of 10 show, 7.5 out of 10. So let's just get started off with Wardlow. You know, now he's like, the man is on a tear right now. It's undeniable the stardom he's reached in such a short amount of time. And maybe we give MJF a lot of props for that, because this man went out of his way to make sure that Wardlow went over. You know what I mean? And now Wardlow is all elite. So
all elite.
After Double or Nothing, he is finally part of the crew officially.
Fire.
The Hardys versus the Young Bucks. Oh man. Fire. Amazing match. These guys, it's everything you want to see in tag team match. You got Athena showing up. Absolute fire.
Yep.
Everybody knows from WWE. She was Ember Moon. And it's great. It's her entering that feud with Jade. It's perfect. It's believable. There hasn't really been anybody in AEW that's believable to stand up to Jade. And now we got somebody who I think could be a formidable foe.
Hey, I agree with that completely. 100% fire. We've talked about it over and over again. Jade ain't got nobody. And this not only created that feud, but it also gave us a beautiful 3-on-3 feud. It all matches up.
100%.
So, I have to say, 100%, that's fire. The fact that she has a job, you gotta say that. But the fact that she has a job is fire, and she's back on our television in one way or another, fire.
Back on TV, that's all that matters to me. And she looks so good, she fits right in. So I'm happy for it. The House of Black. I mean, it was Their entrance this time was amazing. I mean, it always is, but they're just so great. And that their match with the Death Triangle, it was a clinic. I mean, there was so much talent in the ring during that match that it was hard not to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right. Fire.
And Julia Hart finally turning. She looks excellent. She fits right in. I think it's a perfect spot for her to get some clout and, you know, move up in the ranks finally for her. So I'm happy for her. Both the Owen Hart matches were awesome.
Yep. Fire.
Yeah, the belts were fire. You know, I couldn't help but shed a little tear when Martha was up on the stand, you know, giving them out. It really they made it a great thing, you know, which is what I was worried that it was just kind of gonna fall to the wayside, but it turned out that they really honored Owen really well, and I think that was pretty great. So
I gotta agree. However, I got inserted trash. I got inserted.
All right.
And you know, yes, the belts look fire. Yes. But I'm gonna do this in a Permafire Kyle way. All right. The belts, the Owen Hart tournament belts looked fire. The fact that they made belts and added more confusion to what you defending these things? Why do you have to make a belt and the trophy and all that? No. Trash. Right. Because we already have title belts in AEW that we don't care about. FTW. Trash. And now I'm not saying what is on the belt is trash. The whole concept of making a belt for it. I thought that was trash.
I agree. I have another small little trash for the whole tournament as well. The fact that Britt Baker and Adam Cole both came out in Owen Hart pink. I knew before the matches even started.
Ooh.
Both were rocking the pink as they entered the ring, so I knew that these two were gonna win. So
I didn't notice that.
That is trash. Like you got to. Yeah.
That's trash.
So.
No, you're right. See, it's attention to detail because like when we get down to another pay-per-view that we both got a lot to say about, there was it's attention to detail.
Yes.
And not only are we looking for it as fans, but all as creative and the performers, like, they have to understand that we're looking for that and we paying attention. That, I have to agree. That is a track I did not see. That's one that missed the wastebasket. I'm picking it up right now. And I got that in my trash list as well. All right. Cool. Trash.
We got Darby Allin, man. This man, I'm putting him on the perma-fire list.
I was trying to beat you to it. I was trying. Just
for the simple fact that this man will put his body through anything to entertain us, and I am with it.
Perma-fire.
Darby Allin is on the perma-fire list until further notice. He is no fear. He embodies no fear, and I love it. His suicidas are just absolutely reckless and destructive, and I love it.
Yeah. You know, we do hear a lot of complaint about the suicida dive being done in every match by everybody. Yeah, a lot of times it's trash. Like Liv Morgan, her suicidas are, oh man, beyond trash. It's like a belly flop off the low dive. Trash. Anyways, but I gotta agree with you 100%. Darby Allin, that in my mind, that suicida dive is part of his move set, and it's there. And when other people do it, I'm like, I'm comparing them. I'm comparing them to Darby Allin.
I mean, he shoots through those ropes like a missile, and it's fun to watch.
All right, Perma-fire. Joining Perma-fire time
of the night, Anarchy in the Ring. What a barn burner! These men whooped the living heck out of each other, and I was so with it.
Watched it 3 times.
It's that good. It's that good. I mean, I haven't seen a street match, anything goes match that's been that good in a long time. So, it gave me
the music.
What's that?
The music.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Moxley's music playing for like 7 minutes. Every time like when you hear that repeat, that loop, and it starts over again. Oh man, I was excited.
I would love it. It made the match more exciting. I loved it too. Yeah, there was so many highlights of the match.
It was a 5-star match.
Yeah. It was a 5-star match for sure.
It's almost hard to talk about a 5-star match because like we could go on for days.
Yeah.
About all the awesomeness about it. Like the whole crowd gasping, including myself at home when Kingston poured the gasoline.
He pulled that lighter out. I thought everyone thought that ring was going up in flames for sure.
I thought there were so many parts in that match that had me just, what? Like, you had the spots off the ladders, with the double splash off the ladders. You had, the Moxley landing on the plank of, barbed wire. I mean, the blood gushing out of some of their heads, like, man, fire.
The BCC never fails to impress. Even though they lost this one, I think that the Jericho Appreciation Society needed that because starting to look like clowns, and you got Jericho there, but everyone else was just irrelevant until this match. I thought the one person that stood out to me, which I think, because we see on Wednesday Night Dynamite, we see Daniel Garcia ends up fighting Moxley, and I thought Daniel Garcia stood out more than anybody aside from the veterans there. He was taking it to everybody, and
the BCC are putting everybody over. It doesn't matter if you interact with the BCC, you're going over if you do your job right.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're losing to them, if they're beating you up, and I agree with you. They took the L, and it worked. It made sense, and I understood it, and it made the Jericho Society legit. Not that they weren't like legit in the ring or anything like that, but their gimmick was starting to get a little, all right, clownish.
Yeah. So I think it worked out for both of them. It was an amazing match all around. I mean, I could go on and on about the show, but that's most of my fire for Double or Nothing.
My fire, definitely see, like it goes without saying that AEW, their pay-per-views alone are fire, like very, very consistent fire. I thought, but I do got some trash, and I'm gonna throw your girl under the bus on this one.
Some trash too.
Jay Cargill's match was trash.
Terrible.
It's trash. If they had a kickoff show, you put that on the kickoff show and put Danhausen on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was the only reason why it was there was for Athena. In the words of Permafire Kyle, I mean, Jay Cargill match was trash, but using it to debut Athena, fire. You know what I'm saying?
I thought of the fact that she's fighting Anna Jay, who's like irrelevant right now. So,
irrelevant in every way. I forgot what her name was. I'm calling her Anna Trash. No, not because I'm gonna call her Anna Gogurt, because it's not just Lunchables anymore. I like Gogurt now. Pretty good. How long has it been since you had a Gogurt?
That's your snack break. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
those
gonna
are
send,
just no.
yeah, I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna send you a pack. I go to Costco now. That's fire. Wardlow, MJF, hey, we'll go ahead and do a little segue there, because we gotta talk MJF. And this seems to be the time to do it because I agree everywhere across the board. I don't have a lot of trash, but
I think if we're going to talk about MJF, my one gripe is him catching himself on all those power bombs. I don't care.
Oh man. Yep.
Every single other person who's came in there to take a power bomb from Wardlow has just taken it. And MJF deserved it more than anybody, and he didn't actually take a single one. He caught himself on every single one of those, and that to me is trash.
Yo, man, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you on MJF being on any part of the trash list, but even Ms. Kanye Twitty sitting here watching the match with me, she literally said the same thing as it was happening. She's like, man, he ain't taking anything. Like his head did not touch the mat. Not once. And one of the times he caught himself on his elbows.
He literally
sitting down.
Yeah.
Trash. Absolute trash. Hey, I gotta say this. You know me. You know how I feel about Punk. You know how I feel about Mr. Hangman Adam Page. The match was fire. But, in my opinion, man, as a fan, CM Punk winning, I didn't want either one of them to win. So either way, no matter what, whoever won, trash, absolute trash. And Punk did not, that if he wants to come out and say that that's one of the best matches he's ever done, he crazy. He crazy. Cause that was a sloppy match.
I agree with you 100%. I don't, it was one of the worst main title matches I've ever seen.
Why wasn't I couldn't, and especially I gotta say this, how do you follow the BCC and the JAS? How would you follow that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
that should have been the headline. That should have been the main event in every way, shape, or form.
I think Adam Page out-wrestled CM Punk in that match 100%. So, and we'll get to it a little bit later, but now CM Punk's gone, so.
Hey, let's go ahead and get to it now, man. Because it's another elephant in the room. First we have MJF and the work. Is it a work? Is it a shoot thing going on? Him calling Tony Khan a mark on television and his basically a pipe bomb. We have that happening, which I'm going to say everything around that. I don't care if it's a work or a shoot. They've even taken his merchandise off. I even read today Warner, which is who he was referencing about people in the crowd. And we don't have to give people lead into this. Everybody knows about this, but what's going on right here. But what I'm saying is when he did his promo, MJF, and called out the executives that were in the front row, it was Time Warner and Warner Brothers executives that he was talking about. And there has been an official inside document that they've got word from Time and Warner directly that they have gotten a memo and they are to start eliminating any MJF references, photos, video packages, and any advertisements or anything, the opening sequence of AEW, things like that. They are literally going so far in the work, shoot, whatever it is. We don't know. I'm going to say that. We don't know. But they got me. Right now, I don't think it's a work. But they're pulling him from everything, pulling him from the website and all of that craziness. And then you got the other huge story, and this is what I think is absolute trash, is CM Punk and the whole announcing his injury. And and relinquishing the title, but Tony Khan won't let him. And then through the middle of the show, the announcers are not sure what to say. And then at the end, in the middle of the final match, the TNT match, you know, they're like, oh, no. What we're going to do is he's going to go on injury. We're going to have all these guys over here fight each other, and the winner of that person goes to Jon Moxley for some reason, and they're going to fight Jon Moxley, and the winner of that will win the title, and then when CM Punk gets back, we'll have a match to unify. Trash. You injured. Relinquish the title. Bryan Danielson did it. Edge has done it. Randy Orton's done it. Roman Reigns has done it. You know, Jordan Devlin. I don't care. I'm glad. Okay, you won. I'll give you that. Okay, you're the champion. I'll give you that too. But if you are injured, I believe that you should relinquish the title. You didn't lose it.
I think CM Punk, he fought hard to get to where he was at, but I really think Tony Khan's fanboy was showing when he let him win that title, because
yes, I think CM Punk. I believe CM Punk when he said he wanted to relinquish the title. I believe that. Especially seeing all his friends in the debt, like all those people I named, won the title at the pay-per-view and had to come out the next week and lay it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finn Balor, the first ever Universal Champion, held it for a whole 2 days. You know? So yeah, that for me is trash. And like I said about the MJF, if it is a work, it's probably one of the best works ever done, because even me, as an educated fan, as a casual fan, yeah, I said it, as a diehard fan, and an MJF fanboy, they got me over. I believe it real. I'm saying it on record. I believe there's some real stuff going on behind them scenes. And I don't think that whole promo he did, the pipe bomb, CM Punk's was scripted. Okay? In my mind. But this, I think he did say some things he wasn't supposed to say.
Yeah, 100%.
You got any additional thoughts on CM Punk, MJF?
Yeah, I'm really not sure if it's a work or not, but
they got you thinking, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah. So, like you said, either way, I mean, it's fire either way, because either way, either MJF either we'll be seeing him in WWE pretty soon, or this, like you said, this is the best work we've ever seen, Yeah.
I will give you 2 trashes out of both of them. The fact that Wardlow had the biggest win of his career, his moment, and all anyone's talking about is MJF. Trash. And then you go over to CM Punk, Hangman. Hangman out-wrestled CM Punk. Hangman has been the champion for a very short time. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there, but that's because he's kind of trash to me. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But the fact of the matter is after that match is over, ain't nobody said Hangman's name once.
Yeah.
That was your boy. I mean, where's your brother at? That's his boy.
Yeah.
Hangman, trash. And I don't know. For me, that was the fire out of that match was him losing, right? Because I thought his title reign was absolute trash, right? Uninspiring in every way, shape, or form. But that's all right. We got anything else for AEW?
Yeah, just a couple quick
fires.
Again, so at Double or Nothing, the Serena Deeb versus Thunder match, I honestly wholeheartedly tried with all my might to look for something that I enjoyed about that match, and I'm not even kidding you, man. There wasn't. I
enjoyed 13 Go-Gurts.
Oh man, there was even JR quote quoting JR, said, "This match is getting sloppy." He said that.
It was. It was trash. The match was trash in every way.
Just botch after botch. It was just not good. Like I said, I wanted so badly to find something in it that I liked, and I tried and just could not. So definitely.
You watched it at least. I mean, I couldn't even do that, bro. Literally, the match started, and I was like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah. And speaking of JR, the announcers at Double or Nothing were absolute trash.
Yes.
This was the worst I've ever seen of the announcers. And I mean, JR is always a little questionable with what he says. But usually Tony and Excalibur can kind of rein him in. But this time, all three of them were just not on their A game. They definitely took me out of it a couple different times. And
100% agreed. Trash.
And obviously the Ty Conti and Sammy versus Top Team, all that's lunchable.
That happened again.
Yeah, it was a complete lunchable break. And Paige Van Zant is just not ready. I don't think.
People think Ronda Rousey looked bad.
Yeah.
She is a fish out of water from the way she stands on the ring side, from the way she moves around the ring, the way she walks. Like, she look straight up like she acting. She's a poser. She's a poser right now. She belongs not even on NXT, not even on AEW Dark. She belongs on the independent scene somewhere.
100%. She's not ready.
Yeah, and that's something, I'm gonna say it. NXT is the only place where I will accept the growing pains, because that's like college to me.
Yeah.
But without having some of these people coming into the wrestling world and going straight to a main roster, no. And Paige Van Zandt, I want to like her. I mean, I was hoping that, I expected her to have something, right? But no, absolute fish out of water. Looks like a civilian in the middle of a battle. Doesn't make no sense. None. Trash.
None. Trash. And then,
Trash Legends is better.
Yeah. Oh no, he said it. Oh no. He said it. Also, quick fire, gotta give a shout out to Jurassic Express, man. I love Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, and they can hold on to those titles all day, and I won't be mad about it.
Agreed.
The Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks match on Rampage.
Oh, we're getting to it? That is my match. That is my fire.
Yeah.
Fire! I mean, this match was on fire! Oh, man.
So good.
Bro, I'm all flustered now. Like, I'm hot right now. I feel like I'm having hot flash.
I had to. It's one of the best matches I've seen in a long time.
Yes.
The synergy between the two, not only between the tag teams themselves, but between the tag teams against each other. It was just, they nailed every spot.
Yeah, I went over to my brother's house last night just to show him that match.
Yeah.
And I was like, as soon as it's done, I was like, 5 stars? 5 stars? And he's like, oh my God.
Bro.
Look, there was the drop kick into the Poison Rana on your own teammate.
Man. It was another clinic. Like, I've been saying it for a few weeks now. The Lucha Bros are consistently, they're arguably better than Young Bucks or FTR. I mean, it's hard to say, but they get passed over all the time, and the two of them together are just absolute gold in the ring. It's every time, even if they botch something a little bit, they're so easily recovering every single thing that it's seamless,
The improvisation from all four of those men, because there was that really awkward rope spot where they're all hanging on the ropes together, and they got. I was like, they're confused. They like somebody got confused, and but even then, I mean, even little simple things like I think Matt reached out and pretended to grab at Phoenix's mask. Just anything to move on and try to get to the next. Yes. Their attention to detail. There's a time where Matt and where the Young Bucks, they literally, as Penta went out of the ring, or it was Penta or Phoenix, I think it was Phoenix actually, he goes out of the ropes and jumps off of them, and as he does that, they switch sides that they were standing on while he ran out of the ropes and jumped off the ropes, because that's where they needed to be for the next series. They realized they were on the wrong side of each other, and it was flawless. It looked like it was on purpose, and then
we noticed those things because we analyze it so much, and we've been watching for so many years that we see the little things. But for just your casual wrestling fan, you wouldn't notice that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't.
So.
You wouldn't. Like if you and another little fun detail. This was in the Young Bucks' hometown. This was, they have worked, these four men have worked against each other and with each other on every promotion they've been on darn near. I've heard about them in the Young Bucks book that I read. So there's so much history and chemistry there. I mean, come on, the Lucha Bros took the titles, or won the title match a year ago from the Young Bucks. So the very end, it was just like, the Jericho and the BCC match, or later on, there's a couple other matches that happened where it didn't matter really. The match was so good. It did. I wasn't mad either way who would lose, but the way they won with the ultimate disrespect of taking off the mask from Mr. Cierro Miedo, you know what I'm saying? To the way it ended, it was, they still put a cherry on top of the sundae.
100%.
That was fire. That match is my fire match of the week.
Mine as well.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable.
Yep.
I mean, the anarchy in the arena match, I give it all its props. I'm not saying in any way that it's even far behind. But the storytelling, the chemistry, the technique, I mean, you saw two of the best tag teams in the world just tear it down. 100%. And it was on TV.
Yeah. Amazing. We got Miro finally back, man.
Yeah, I like that.
Like that too. That's fire.
I do. That's fire.
That's fire.
I just like seeing Miro back,
He can wreck. I think a perfect matchup will be Wardlow versus Miro. I think that would be a solid setup. The two men could definitely put on a burner together. So
yes, Rusev Day, Miro, his promos, I don't care what he does, he is fire to me, and I love the whole God gimmick, and it's a movie to me. Watching Miro do a promo is like watching a movie to me.
100%.
All right. Yeah, fire.
They introduced Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm excited for that. He's the heavyweight title for New Japan. He's solid, so I'm glad they introduced him. I'm excited for Forbidden Door. That's going to be amazing.
We have to do a special show for that.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to give a shout out. A lot of people aren't going to agree with me on this one, but Dante Martin.
Yeah,
he's fired.
I want to say trash because it's been so long that Dante Martin and the word trash like just sits on the tip of my tongue.
Well, you know me. It's the in-ring. It's the in-ring work. The kid is just. He's gonna go places for sure. He's young.
He ain't ready for a belt. He still ain't ready for a belt.
No, I'm not saying that.
But he is. He's somebody that is learning. I'm starting to notice that he can work with anybody.
He can literally work with anybody,
and that takes him far in the business. Especially
for how young he is. I mean, so I definitely he's
Dominic,
definitely on my.
His dad ain't even a wrestler. Dominic Trash, you listening? What?
Oh man,
Dante Martin looks like Roman Reigns compared to you.
100%.
100. I'd rather watch Happy Corbin wrestle 50 times in a row than watch Dominic Mysterio wrestle. Every match that I saw at the Prestige Wrestling event, and wow, big shout out to Prestige Wrestling. They came to Portland. I went and seen it. I might talk about that from here to there, but there's things I saw in that blew my mind. And I gotta say this, every single match, even with people, Scotty 2 Hotty, that's 35 years in the business, or wrestlers that I didn't even know or hear of before, all of them were better than any performance by Dominic Mysterio. The only time I've liked Dominic Mysterio is when he got hung up in the ropes and whooped the dog crap out of him with kendo sticks. That's it. Sorry about my rant. I mean, Dominic Mysterio just makes me mad.
Yeah, no, he's a 100% lunchable break.
Yeah, he's insulting. Every time I see him on TV, I'm like, whose spot you taking?
Dominic is more of a lunchable than The Miz.
Yes.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah. Even when Miz brings out Maurice.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. Sorry. But Dante Martin, I will agree with you this week. I will keep the trash on my tongue. And I have to agree. Dante Martin, much like another, I can compare him a lot to Miss Liv Morgan. Little Time Liv, as some people like to call her. Liv Morgan is gaining muscle. She is getting crisper. She is getting better in the ring every day. And progress is something to be appreciated. So, yes, Dante Martin, you're not on my trash list. I think I'm going to take you off my trash list today. And I'm going to agree with Mean about it. Yeah, fire. Woo!
And we have the Gun Club. They're finally not looking like scrubs anymore, and I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it.
I mean,
you can be corny and dumb and still be fire.
Yeah, I mean, their father is Billy Gunn. Billy Badass. We know this man has done so many great things in the ring.
But that don't mean nothing. That we just talked about the other kid.
We know, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it definitely, because we know Austin and what's his brother's name?
Oh, I just call them the Beep Boys.
Yeah, but either way, we know that they can wrestle, and we've seen them wrestle well. So I'm happy to see them not just 100% clowns anymore.
And I personally like the Acclaim.
Well, I do too.
I've liked the Acclaim for quite a while. Big shout to the Acclaim. Big shout out to Pride Month. But yeah. Big
shout out to Anthony Bowen's recovery and all that. You know, always want to.
It works. You know.
Yeah.
Because you need comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of seriousness, a lot of drama, but you need the comedy. And but with the comedy, it can't be corny or cringy. You know, it's a fine line. Yeah. And not everybody can walk that line. And I 100% agree. Fire. I love them. I think it's not something that I miss, and they have my attention anytime they come out. They make me laugh.
Yeah. I mean, that's most of my fire and trash for AEW.
Yeah, I feel like we got it all. You know, we finally, I mean, like I said, the MJF thing, whew, I mean, those are the biggest stories of the week right there. You know, the CM Punk, you know, and there is an avalanche of injuries, bro. There is an avalanche of injuries. New Japan, their title holder has gotten injured now, has to have surgery. We're going to talk about some other injuries but this was a very tough week in professional wrestling. I'm just going to say it straight up. It was a tough week, across the board injury wise. So, you know, that gets our AEW. Let's go ahead and jump into, NXT's in your house. 6 matches. Bro, first of all, I'm going to say this right now. The fact the NXT's pay-per-views, when they actually have premium live events, as WWE calls them, you know, on the Saturday or whatever, I'm not talking about, you know, like, you know, the Halloween bash or this or that. It's on TV. No, you know, all the way back to the takeovers when they had the yellow or the black and gold. The pace of NXT pay-per-views is solid. Yeah. It is boom, 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 boom. There is no nonsense. There is no BS. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
It's one of those things. That's what I appreciate most about AEW. It's
right,
to the point, you know, we get more wrestling than we do promos and, you know, talk shows and entertainment. We get wrestling. So I'm all for that as well. That is fire.
But absolute fire. Now I'll give you what I had. You know, I mean, right off the bat, Joe Gacy, Braun Breaker. Hey, you know, that was a good match. It was good. It was really good. But you know, like, as good as it was, and maybe this is my fanboy showing at this point. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but I put that belt on Gacy. Just put the belt on Gacy and move Breaker up. Like,
we'll see.
I'm not invested. I'm not invested in Braun Breaker. I know he's good and he does good matches. He's getting better every day, so that's why he doesn't end up on my trash list, because he is consistently getting better. But he's another one that I feel was brought up too fast, too soon.
I think you keep that belt on Breaker until he goes up, though. That's the only thing. So I do agree with you.
They have no choice now.
Yeah. You kind of run with it, lean into it, you know, because that's.
Well, I guess it's because I want Gacy. You know what? Yeah, I recognize my fanboy. Gacy as champion, to me, is going to be absolute fire. I really honestly thought that one of those hooded guys on the side was going to end up being his dad. Braun Breaker's dad. I was willing to bet money on it. That one of the hooded guys with Joe Gacy was going to end up being Braun Breaker's dad. And until they're unmasked or until they're unhooded, that's what I think. I think one of them is Braun Breaker's dad. The crowd's going to lose their butt if that happens.
It would be an awesome troll for sure.
Right. You know, hey, Ms. Kanye Twitty, she watched this one with me as well, and I had given her a little backstory, you know, on Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. They are a true tag team.
Oh, 100.
And they have used every other avenue besides wrestling to stay relevant and to stay in the eye until they finally gave them a chance. But while they were away doing all the TikTok stuff and all the other nonsense, they've been working in the ring. They work on tandem moves, actual tag team tandem moves.
My brother says it all the time too. It's the synergy between a tag team. The way that if they can time things perfectly, you know, like we're saying, the Lucha Bros, the Young Bucks, the Usos, all these tag teams have been, I mean, it's not a coincidence that they're brothers and they've been wrestling each other since they were kids, you know, because they know where they know each other's moves, you know, they know exactly where they're going to be, when to time everything. And that's exactly what I see in Katana and
Katana Chance and Caden Carter. They are a direct effect of the names having to be altered a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, and that and Caden Carter's contacts, absolute fire. The fact, as a whole, Toxic Attraction, I honestly thought that one of them was going to lose a belt. To be honest. And to be honest, I was fine with either one of them losing the belt to their opponent.
To be honest, I thought the same thing last pay-per-view. Toxic Attraction is getting stale. I will agree. But
even when they have after the match, I'm still not mad that they won.
No.
And the other person still has gone over on me.
Yeah, 100%. That's the thing about NXT, because it's the developmental. It's like you want to see other people able to achieve that, but if they're not ready, they're not ready. And it's just as easy to keep it on Toxic Attraction because they do have the fans and they are capable. They're capable of defending it, which is the biggest thing for me. Is like, if you're gonna hold the title, you have to be able to defend it, and they continue to do that. So
right, because it is, anybody can win a title, but you have to think long term. What happens after they win it? Then do you have people that they can defend it to? Do they look like somebody that can defend? You're right. That's a great way of looking at it. Absolute fire.
I mean,
so
CM Punk, he got that title, but can he defend it right now? Not a chance. So give it up.
Give it up. That's absolute trash to me. Absolute trash every way. The Creed brothers, they finally, because I'm going to tell you this, Pretty Deadly go back to UK.
Yeah, what's their name? It doesn't matter because
pretty trashy.
They're pretty trashy. Yeah, the Creed
even
brothers.
Kanye Twitty couldn't understand what was on the TV.
Oh man.
Pretty trashy is that performer on TV, that part of wrestling where if you're showing wrestling to somebody new, or you're showing it to somebody who doesn't get it, and that comes on your TV, you looking at them like, bro, I'm sorry, man, I don't get it either. You know what I'm saying? Like you embarrass. They embarrass the sport. Period.
And the Creed brothers have deserved it since MSK lost it.
I thought the Creed brothers should have won it and then left Diamond Mine anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, their family's there, and that's another thing. In NXT, stop putting the family in the front row, because in NXT, if your family in the front row, it's just like the Owen Hart pink tights that Adam Cole wore and Britt Baker wore. I looked right at my girl and said, "Oh, Creed brothers are for sure winning today."
Yeah.
For sure. There's no way around it.
Shout out to Carlo. I'm so.
Hey man, how long does he stay in NXT, bruh?
Bro,
for real? How long?
I've been saying it, man.
I think he should be Max Dupree's first signee. Give him Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I'm all with that. I think we got, because Max Dupree said he was going to announce his first member on.
I'm not saying it's going to be Carmelo Hayes, but they can do anything. They could, because he is a superstar.
Yeah, I think, which would be a little bit weird because of their beef in NXT, but I think he might bring up Grayson Waller.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
You just got me excited.
That's my prediction. When he was talking to Adam Pearce, he was saying that the guy he's bringing up is all over Instagram and
you're right.
It was like, oh wow, is he going to bring up Grayson Waller? Even though they had that beef in NXT,
that was LA Knight.
Exactly. It's not LA Knight, so I think
this is Max Dupree.
Yeah, exactly. Max Dupree.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa. What?
You like say right?
I'm trying to eat my Sunday in the middle of the show. See, I thought I'd get some nice. And this is fire. What I got here, I know you see it because we on this Skype thing. You know, that's how we record our show. We just rip the audio and send it to Matt, and it gets uploaded. That's how easy it is and how simple we do it. But I got some vanilla bean ice cream and some Washington State power cookies, or brownie up in there. It's really good. It's really good. And you made me spit that out. I think I don't think you said it right, but however you said it is the best way I've ever heard it said. I'm just going to leave it at that. I broke kayfabe and broke character, and we're not editing it out because we don't edit anyways. We casually do this in one take. We don't even have to try. So another shot under the bow there to, yeah. Okay, go on. I'm good.
Oh man. Yeah, like we're saying, Carmelo Hayes is he's on another level. He's like I said, I made a mistake like episode 5 or 6 when I was referring to him and I called him Montez Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because he gives me that athleticism, that high flying vibe, that ability to perform in the ring. So it just kind of, it made sense in that moment, but you know, I'm bringing it back to that because he's ready. So I'm ready for him. Yeah. So
100%, Carmelo Hayes. I would say this. He is the top of the list in NXT to me, ready to go up. Like if you had to rank him, who's next to be promoted, you know, he's above Braun Breaker. You know?
Yeah.
Braun Breaker actually pretty far down on that list to me. I mean,
he just needs some more time, especially for his promos.
Hey, he just gets it. Yeah. He gets it. So yes, fire. NXT in your house, pretty much fire. Like,
yeah, there wasn't really any trash of the night for me on that one. Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of. I mean, the right titles got moved. You know, it made sense with all the other titles that stayed, and the quality and pace of the show. Yeah. So I mean, that's what we had this week. Is we had at the beginning of the week we had Double or Nothing. Then we had NXT in your house. But before we get to Hell in a Cell, we had the mailbag show.
The mailbag.
And that's not even a pay, but I'm not counting that. That's not even a PLE. It's an outdated takeover. Outdated. Why? Because, I mean, NXT moved on to 2.0. They don't even do takeovers anymore.
It's almost like it's a stale takeover.
It's almost stale.
It's almost stale.
It's like toast when you get up in the morning and you make your toast and your coffee, and then you do all your other stuff that you're doing in the morning to get ready. And then by the time you're done with your coffee, you find that toast and you just nonchalantly, not realizing how long it's been, you pick up that toast and take a bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stale toast. That's stale toast. I think we got a new, tell you what, casual toast. Casual toast. I've been wondering how to, casual toast. That's casual toast. Is that all right? We can use that for now?
Yeah.
I don't know. But there was a takeover of sorts. And, man, I gotta say this. I liked it. I mean, I like the takeover show. I do. It's always a fire, every pay-per-view there's a fire, takeover show. I mean, also it's just nice not to hear Matt through the whole show because I listen. And the reason why is because I listen to the show at night and man, Matt is my lullaby. Hey, but we talked about it. He knows it. I'm not throwing shade. He knows this. I mean, that's why I miss DJ Kuzmo. I miss him because, see, when you get to the the voicemail part of the show, it always started with DJ Kuzmo. And when he comes on that show, it wakes you the F to the world up. And I'm good for the rest of the show. So, I enjoy the takeover shows, because otherwise I have to listen to it twice, once in the morning and once at night, depending on when I fall asleep. So, but this time I feel like, we were told that we were chasing some kind of clout or something. Like, isn't that a stale term too? You know what I'm saying? Does anyone, I bet you Casual Toast has that clout app still. Like, he monitors his own clout. You know what I'm saying? At bottom, everybody, there's a lot, I'm not going to name them all. Because I don't want to. Why? Because people called in a lot. Or sent emails a lot. And it was your show. But everybody was talking about us. That's fire.
That's fire.
That's fire. That's fire. And I see all these factions forming. But they're forming these factions and people are jumping in and out and not sure if they're with these guys and that guy. Man, y'all look like, it's like a bunch of chickens. I have chickens at my house right now. I have 8 chickens outside. And it's like what we do to this podcast where we just step outside to have a cigarette or something. And it's like chickens go everywhere. They running into each other. They hugging other ones. They pecking at other ones. And it's all because, we, that podcast crew. No one's safe. No one's safe. And hey, trash on trash in the Northwest. I'm not even a Seahawks fan. I'm going to let you speak on that. I'm not even a Seahawks fan. You know that. But I live up here and I'm going to hold it down for the Northwest, but why is everyone attacking the Northwest and attacking your Seahawks? Like we talking wrestling and we have to talk Seahawks.
Haters are going to hate. Everyone, it's funny to me because everyone who's mentioned the Seahawks has mentioned their team and their
Green Bay.
Their team is trash too. You got Broncos fans, Green Bay fans, the
New England fans.
Left, like
they talk about how all the good football players come from Alabama. I'm like, I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you what. We'll do the same thing. We'll do the same thing we did for Nikita Lyons and Trash Legend. We'll give it 90 days. All right. We'll revisit this in 90 days because that's when the season starts. We'll give it that first week and we'll see whose team's looking the best right out the gate, and then we can start talking some trash. But right now, all these teams are up in the air with this has been the craziest offseason far in football.
How are you talking about how good your team is when you ain't even in the preseason? Yeah,
exactly. Right. So we'll do the same thing. We'll revisit this in 90 days and then we'll see who's talking.
All right. I'm with that. But, as far as the mailbag show, I think it's cute. Everybody wants a piece of us. Group up. But
everyone wants a piece.
Nobody try and group up with us.
Of Kanye and Mean.
Yeah, it's Kanye and Mean. And we welcome it. We welcome it. But here's the thing. Instead of casually taking shots on other people's shows, we give you our email. So you can come at us. Ain't nobody done it except for Casual. I'll give them that. But hey, every group of chickens needs a rooster. So we can call him Rooster Toast. Toast the Rooster. Yeah. Rooster Toast. That's beautiful.
Oh man.
He is that rooster in the whole yard. All these little chickens.
Right.
We still sitting here just standing on the other side of the fence, the chicken wire, enjoying our Northwest.
He's talking about how we take notes, and that's because we do a show every week, man. Our own podcast. Until you're doing an hour and a half show every week, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. All you're doing is reading emails. We watching every show, every promotion. We doing work. Man. Rooster Toast.
Rooster Toast.
Hey, I think we just found out the name of our episode today. The Rooster Toast pay-per-view show.
Yeah.
Rooster Toast. I love it. We'll just call all of our pay-per-view shows Rooster Toast. Yep. Yep. I'm with it. So, hey, again, no one's safe. And now I feel people are starting to understand that concept.
Yeah.
And I think they're starting to get a little over the fear. So we welcome it. And that's what this is about. We love, big shout out to every other podcast. Shout out to all the people that write in on the Discord server chat. Everybody on the mailbag show, because, this is what we do, but we like the hurt business. We not heels. We not baby faces. We just come and we do work and we wreck things when we got it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Keep them coming at WTFW Trash on Twitter. Get at us. We will go ahead and link you to the email, and you can send in your trash, fire, talking trash, eating fire, Lunchables, Go-Gurt, 3,000 break list. It doesn't matter. We will take it, and we will read them always at the beginning of the show. And yes, our shows typically come out on Saturday. But if there's a pay-per-view, then we ain't releasing it till Monday night, Tuesday morning, because we don't want to wait a week to talk about a pay-per-view. That's not fair. So since we run this, we do this ourselves, that's the way it's going to be. This is the first pay-per-view show of ours, and yes, it's Rooster Toast #1. Yes. All right. So now do we get to the finality of this?
Yeah. Let's
what was
with the rest of WWE and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, because as far as, I'm just gonna say this. You know what? I can make it easy for you on my end when it comes to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Trash.
Agreed.
Like, how was SmackDown the go-home show? Trash. It was trash. Everything. Yeah, no. I'm saying they're both. This week I'm saying both. Monday and Friday. I was looking at them both like, what is this?
Bro, SmackDown didn't even fill the 2 hours. That's the first time I've ever seen SmackDown cut short. It was only by like 3-4 minutes, but I've never seen it not go the entire length. Usually they're you know what I mean?
And on Monday Night Raw, they didn't have any SmackDown matches for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Trash. I just thought they were trash. You can say, if you have fire from any of them, but I'm saying Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, to me, trash.
I have a couple quick fires. Two. I have two main quick fires. We'll go. Number one was on SmackDown, Drew getting the whole crowd to chant for Big E. I was with that. You know me. Anytime, shout out to like we said, anybody with an injury right now, shout out to all you guys. Quick recovery, man. Because it's been like I said, that's one of the best things about a wrestler is when they can put their body on the line for our entertainment. And,
boy.
That was a huge fire moment for me. And then on Raw, the only fire part about Raw was, and it's funny because it was actually during Miz TV, which is always trash.
Yep.
But the fact that Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins kept clowning the Miz so hard during his own show, I could not stop. Like, that was the first time that I actually enjoyed Miz TV, and that's because Miz looked like a fool. Because Miz,
they roasted him.
Yeah, so I loved that. That made my day. For
when the people came out and started fighting, like, they're sitting in their chairs, they just walk up and just like punk slap somebody and sit back down.
Yeah.
Like,
I loved it.
I'll agree. Those two moments were fire. It was just that there was so much trash around both of them, I forgot.
And then, like we said, the whole thing was all trash, but the number one trash, I think, of the entire week was Rhea and Liv's match. The ref didn't even hit the 3 count, and the match ended. You see that? Bro,
Yep.
I lost it.
Be better.
Be better. Come on.
Yeah. He might have been a casual wrestler. He must have been a casual referee. Bruce was toasting it. Cause it was bad. It was a bad match. I mean, yeah, they made up for it Hell in a Cell, but no, that was trash.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and then, we just jump right into Hell in a Cell.
Oh man, you hear that? Did you hear that?
What?
Man, Miss Casual Wrestling fan has been chasing me around the house, in the grocery store, sending me text messages. Didn't you get one? About Cody Rhodes is fired? No, I'm gonna start it off right here because I can't do it anymore. I can't hold out. Oh my! She keeps saying fire. She keeps saying fire. No. I'm gonna give you this. You and me every night we break from, the superstar. The person. Now, I'll give Cody this. I'm gonna give it to him. Yes. Torn pectoral, one of the most gruesome things I've ever seen, and wrestling with it, all that. You know what? Yeah, that is putting one up, taking it for the team. You know what I'm saying? That is admirable, and that's fire in every way, yada yada yada. But I ain't here for that. I ain't here for that. I'm here for wrestling. I'm here for the story. And Seth freaking Rollins losing a third time in a row. He hasn't won a pay-per-view match in like a year. Cody Rhodes got his free pass at WrestleMania. All right. He don't need nothing. No. I'm like, no. And the kicking out of a pedigree, no selling. Nope. Maybe it's my fanboy show. I don't know. I don't care. But I was mad. Basically, when the pay-per-view ended, I was visibly agitated. I'm saying F Cody, the whole 9 yards, and all I can hear is Ms. Kanye Twitty. That right there.
Oh, man.
I've heard nothing but Cody Rhodes is fired. Ever since Hell in a Cell. And no. Seth Rollins deserves a win.
I agree.
I know he keeps he's over no matter what, if he wins or loses, but no. Maybe it's my fanboy mean. Maybe it is. But I am now on the board. I'm putting Cody Rhodes on my trash list. Why? Because I can, and it's my trash list.
Like I said, I do give it to him for fighting with that injury. I mean, like you said, that's one of the most brutal injuries I've seen someone actually put on a full match, and not to mention a Hell in a Cell match. I just thought, it undercut the Hell in a Cell match, in my opinion. It could have been, if both of those men were healthy, how much more of a burner that match could have been.
Everyone's talking about Cody Rhodes and how awesome it is that he wrestled with this injury, how honorable it is, how good of a match he put on. That's because of Seth freaking Rollins. Taking care of him, keeping him safe, selling for him when he's got one arm.
Yeah.
Selling moves when the dude's got one arm.
Yeah.
Everything Seth Rollins did was fire. His outfit was fire. The polka dots and wearing the same stuff his dad wore, that was hilarious. But no, it's why? At what point? At what point does Seth Rollins win a feud?
Yeah. He needs a win.
He needs a win now. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Seth Rollins needs a win now.
He really does at this
He
point.
loses one more match, and this whole invincible, bulletproof coating he has, it may be gone.
Has Cody lost a match since he got back? He's won. He's undefeated since he got back. Yeah. So Cody definitely could have taken this L for Seth, because Cody's out for at least 4 to 6 months with that pec.
That's another reason. You ain't even gonna.
Because you're gonna be relevant for the next 6 months. So let Seth and get a little over before you're out. Like that's just poor creative, in my opinion. You know.
Yes, and I feel like it's late. Yeah, poor. You know what? I hope when because after Hell in a Cell, he said he's going to be out there on Raw, and he's going to talk about the injury and basically like CM Punk had to do. I'm going to tell you this right now. I hope Seth Rollins comes out one more time and just whoops him senseless, because I want him. I'm out, and now that has created a whole feud in my house. I get woke up to Cody's fired. It's scary now. It's scary. It's like a horror movie. Okay? Okay? I was at this grocery store. I'm in one aisle. And all of a sudden I hear from the other aisle, Cody's fired. Come on. I'm trying to get me some Lunchables. Okay? Even my Lunchable break is ruined. All right? So You know Miss Kanye Twitty, so you know how absolutely relentless she can be. And I'm getting, like I said, I texted you, said I was getting torched with a promo in the middle of Safeway. And I couldn't do nothing about it. That is wrestling though. That is wrestling. That's why we watch, no one's safe. No one's safe. Go ahead. Go on. Go. That's what I gotta say about the, that match. I just want to get that match out of the way, because in my opinion, there was 2 good matches.
There was only 2.
I'll give you a third one maybe. But the women's match,
2 matches.
Fire. But why wasn't it in a cell? And the Madcap, I have to say this, the Madcap and Baron Corbin match was the tempo, the length of it, the speed, and how it boom, 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 fit, and then gave you a punchline, no pun intended, at the end, and I thought it was beautifully done. And that's a match that you would usually Lunchable.
Yeah, no, you might have put me over just now. I did have him on my Lunchable break, but
it was so well done.
It definitely was, considering how horrible it has been. I went into the match with this preconceived note it was just going to be bad, that I just didn't really I didn't see any of the good that you're mentioning, but now that you mention it, it wasn't.
He changed his ring gear. He's changed his music. He's altered his persona in the way he acts, and you compare that. Also add that in, like I said, the match was over a lot. That is I don't know the official time on it, but it was a very quick, very short. There was no stale points in the match, because they were going spot to spot to spot to spot to the finish, to the to the spot, dropping this. I mean, and him dropping them quote unquote steel aluminum steps on the gimmick chair around his neck. It looked brutal. I watched that last night with a couple more people, and I waited for their reaction. And every time, even when I see it that looks so good. And the person that it got done to just added to that emotion. Yeah. So at the end, I was cheering. I was actually cheering and rooting for him as he walked up the ramp. And I was like, wow, that's the first time them two have, in this whole feud, that I was like, wow, that was good.
Yeah,
that was fun.
They basically put each other over.
Becky's ring gear, fire.
Becky's ring gear was fire. So was Bianca's. KO put me back over, man. That match was awesome, man.
Trash.
Match?
No, the match was fire. But in Permafire Kyle, all right, the match was fire. KO winning. I can't believe I'm saying this. KO winning, trash.
Oh man, I thought it was great. I think it's perfect for the storyline.
It's another feud in the house. It's another part of the feud. Right now, right over my shoulder, all I'm hearing is fire, fire, KO's fire, fire. By the way, KO's fire. No one agreed with me in the second time watching with my brothers and everything. No one agreed with me on that. I'm saying it. Come on. Why? You tell me. Why you got Zeke losing? Why? What did that accomplish? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But I
the
mean,
match is fire. The outcome was trash.
Either one of them honestly could have won that match. Neither one of them needs a win at this point. Zeke has gone over. I feel like everybody, they don't care if he's Elias or not. That's it. He's just over. So, but
I disagree. I think that he needs a win. Or I mean, not that he hasn't gotten them, but that was a big win on a big stage. And I thought that was the point of this whole thing. I guess that's what's also making it trash for me is such a good interaction and story. It has been good, but I know from this point on it's going to get stale.
Yeah.
But my brother made a firm point on this. The actual conclusion to this is being built for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So this was actually the first step on the whole feud. And everything we've been watching until now was just the preseason,
Yeah.
And so a lot of people made, predictions and gone bandwagons, during the preseason, like roosters. And, that's just toast, it's stale. It doesn't make no sense. So, yeah, no, I'm sticking by it. I can't believe that I have Kevin Owens winning a match on my trash list, but that was my opinion. But the match itself was fire.
It was, yeah. The Judgment Day match was fire. Rhea's ring gear,
fire. It was a mistake. Somehow she didn't get her ring gear. She had to improvise that. She posted it on Twitter. She had to improvise ring gear, and that's the first time we've seen Rhea with gear that didn't include pant legs.
Yeah.
So we finally get to see the tattoos. I have to, that match was fire. I guess, what really takes me out of that match is I don't believe it ended the way it was supposed to. I believe that in my mind, from my skeptical, my predictions, the way I'm looking at it, AJ getting hurt, and I'm not saying it's like he got hurt, but there's a lot of blood. And they took him off television immediately. And as soon as they showed the replay of the show, it was edited out. There was parts that I remember seeing that was edited out. But he got split open. And I tried figuring out where he did. I think it's when he jumped over the ropes. I think he actually hit his head on the back of Rhea Ripley's head. And it was a lot of blood, and it was so much. I mean, that's when I know that they have to improvise, do something different, is because he was bleeding a lot, so much that they actually had to give him medical attention. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that maybe that's what the end of that match felt like it changed. I felt like it was improvised, and I guess that's what checked me out. I mean, I'm not saying it was trash. I'm not saying it's fire, but it wasn't even lunchable. It was there for me.
Yeah. Mustafa Ali, he's fire.
He's fire. Him losing another match, trash.
Theory making the U.S. title look bad, in my opinion.
You hear what's happening? You hear what's happening?
What?
The rumors? I don't know if you know this. John Cena month we are in John Cena month.
Yeah, I've heard about this, yeah.
I heard on through the grapevine that John Cena is coming to one of the shows in Texas, either Raw or SmackDown, I don't know what it is, like later this month, like in a couple weeks, he's gonna show up on TV. But he also posted on Instagram his foot on the U.S. title.
Oh, wow.
What? Like quick knee jerk. Cena, Austin Theory. The match itself, does that give you a fire or trash? Which one?
The match itself will be
just
fire.
The match happening. Okay, if Cena wins, trash or fire?
Fire.
Yeah.
I think Cena should come in and just absolutely wreck him.
And do a run. He says he's going to do a run.
Yeah. But knock him off the peg. But as everyone's saying, he is Vince's little Padawan. You know, he's
playing the John Cena gimmick.
Yeah.
Austin Theory was good in that. I mean, his in-ring work, phenomenal. Okay. The fact he can pull off any gimmick, phenomenal.
He's the new John Cena. He is.
Cena coming and fighting him, that gives you a feud. See, you know, things happen while you're recording. My cat just, I don't know, maybe it's because we're talking about John Cena. She just did a flying elbow drop off the windowsill, knocked down 3 or 4 cups.
Oh, man.
Yes, I think it's a beautiful idea because that gives you a feud all the way through the summer, and then it can conclude at SummerSlam, and that gives John Cena a 4-month run.
Yeah.
Champion.
That'd
be cool. I'm with it. Yeah. Fire. All right, but no, yeah. Mustafa Ali, put the belt on him. But
honestly,
if put it this way, if John Cena doesn't come and wreck that title from him, and then I'm going to be even more mad because if that's not happening, then yes, you should have put that title on Mustafa. The crowd wants it. They're behind him. They're emotionally invested in him as a person, as a wrestler. Why are you going to keep putting him out there and jobbing him out? I'm just tired.
Anytime someone tries to pick up Omos on their shoulders, trash. Just
dude,
trash.
The whole Bobby Lashley, Sheldon Benjamin, or not Sheldon Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, MVP, 2-on-1, what? Oh no, my phone. Okay. So I don't know where we just got cut off at, but Kanye Twitty's phone died.
Trash.
I'm still getting roasted. Miss Kanye Twitty's over here just like, what? Trash. The whole time I'm having my Lunchable break, impromptu Lunchable break, it was ruined still. Like, man, this Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins feud in my house has gotten real because now it's just bleeding over into everything. Everything. I get text messages, Facebook messages, posts of just like fire emojis, in reference to Cody Rhodes. And I'm just like, man, come on. Anyways, we're almost done. Where we leave off, I'll let you pick it up. Because since I have the trash moment of the week right now with my phone dying, I'm just gonna, no one's safe. I'm taking it. I'm taking this L. But we still do this in one take. You know what I'm saying? As long as we don't curse, we good.
Yeah.
I've been coughing and I know my voice is a little different because I mean, man, I'll save this for the outro, but yeah, we do this in one take, and my phone legitimately died, but we back, and I'm gonna let Nemean just like pick up the ball like Nemean does, and let's get back in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's finish her out. I mean, we're just about there. There's just a couple more trash, and again,
trash.
We left off talking about Omos and Bobby Lashley, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. So maybe it was fate. Actually, I think it was fate telling us we needed to have a Lunchable.
Yeah, you're right, because
I'm off the trash list. We naturally started talking about Omos, MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Hurt Business 2.359, and my phone was like, "You done? Go eat a Lunchable." My own phone checked out.
100%.
That's fire.
That's fire. Yeah. So I have to disagree with you on Seth's ring gear for Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah?
I thought it was trash.
It was, I mean, he came out in the, hold up. When he fought Roman Reigns, he came out in the Shield gear, okay? When he fought Rey Mysterio in that long feud, he came out in Rey Mysterio's gear. So in this epic third fight with Cody Rhodes, he came out in his father's polka dot gear. What? That's what makes it fire.
All right. I'll give you that. But
you hate polka dots.
Seth's gear is always fire, and that's just didn't do it for me. I feel like it looked like he got it out of Becky's closet to me.
I was just going to say, this is the second time I feel like Seth got the wrong suitcase open.
Yeah, he definitely took some of Becky's gear and was like, "Oh, that'll work." Oh no. No, that right there, that comment right there, that's going on the fire of the week list right there. Mean. No one's safe. Do not make sure that when you open your luggage, it's not your girl's luggage, because he's done it a few times. But the funny, cool part is Becky's gear is almost always so fire that, like, she gets into his suitcase sometimes, like, and she's fire. Like, her ring gear was fire. So, yeah, I'm there with you. What else you got? That's pretty much it. I mean, I got maybe a couple little quick fires and trashes that I could get to, but
yeah. I want to hear them. The people want it.
The Brawling Brutes versus New Day. I'm over it. Can we just stop already? Can we just
please
stop?
Trash. Please stop.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm with you. Please stop. Period. Trash.
Any countdown to anything?
Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. I don't care what they're counting down. Why are you giving me a countdown timer?
I don't care if it's Y2K. Like, I don't need a countdown. All right.
No. Countdown timers on yes. Trash.
Yeah.
That
anything Jinder Mahal?
Trash. Stanky leg doing the stanky leg, flirting with Mrs. Stanky leg. Trash. People cheering for stanky, shanky, trash. I'm out. Trash. I'd rather watch Dominic Mysterio.
Bro, oh man. That's hard.
No. Overall, I mean, overall, I gotta say it was we got blessed with 3. I have some quick fires that are unrelated to WWE, that are unrelated to AEW, but actually, when I really think about it, they're directly related. And that's something I mentioned earlier. And I know you and me, we bros in real life. I mean, we do this in real life. And I had the honor of meeting your brother in Portland for Prestige Wrestling at the Roseland Theater in Portland. And I gotta tell you this, bro. We are going. I'm flying you out. I don't care what we gotta do. Next time Prestige is here, we're going.
I'm jealous. Yeah.
We were texting you while the show was happening, sending you pictures while you were at work. I mean, we were roasting you. Well, I know this, but it was in love, because what we saw there was, first of all, Prestige, the promoter comes out and he immediately says, hey, if you aren't here to have a good time, leave, basically. Leave all government stuff, all personal opinions, anything negative, period. He's like, check that at the door. Fire. My Miss Kanye Twitty in Portland left her phone in the bathroom, came all the way up to our seats before she realized it. Before she could even get down the stairs back to the bathroom to look for her phone, the promoter comes over the loudspeaker and says, hey, someone lost their phone. If this is you, it's at the merch table. Come and unlock it, and it's yours. In Portland, losing your phone at an event. That is a homage and a direct result of the fans and the people, wrestling fans as a whole. Sky Too Hottie said it best. He's cutting a promo and somebody interrupted him and said, you're kind of weird. And he looks over and goes, yeah, I rub myself down in baby oil, wear spandex, and wrestle for you weirdos. And it was great because that's what wrestling is. It brings people together from all walks of life in every way, shape, or form. We ended up getting a front row seats because you know me, I'm loud. You think I'm loud on the podcast? Put me at a live wrestling show. I'm loud. I start chanting CM Punk at a Prestige wrestling event, and man, it just, the rains of boos that would come my way. Like I was feeling like I was part of the show. But even then, that later on the show, the promoter's out there talking, and he mentions AEW, and the crowd starts booing, and he made them stop. He made them stop. Because he said AEW has been very, very good at working with Prestige Wrestling, and the only reason that we had Maki Ito, the headliner, the main event, was a direct result of AEW. Fire. That's fire. In direct relation for people, for the actual casual wrestling fans, not the Rooster Toasts. The actual casual wrestling fans that, wouldn't know anything about this promotion, but maybe have seen a little WWE and AEW, there was Miss Taya Valkyrie. I forget what her name was in NXT. That's John Morrison's wife. She's amazing. She was on the show. It was the return of Mia Yim. Oh my goodness. And then you also saw Maki Ito, who has been on AEW, and I'm pretty sure will be at Forbidden Door in some way, shape, or form. And a girl named Willow Nightingale. We have seen her, in a couple of small matches on AEW, but I gotta talk about my girl, Willow Nightingale. I got it. For a couple reasons. This match that she was in with Taya Valkyrie, the second rope broke. Where it loses its tension, and so they couldn't use it. They couldn't use it, and they kept going with the match. But then, just like that clip of Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, she goes to bounce off the top rope with her back shoulders, and I'm telling you, man, I was right there. Your brother was right there. Taya Valkyrie, everybody, the whole crowd hushed, and everybody swarmed to where she landed. Because there is no barricade. There is no pads on the floor. None of that. She hit that rope, it snapped, and she went head over heels and landed square on her face. Ended up with a AAA large goose egg on her face. And what did she do? Taya goes over there, rushes over to check on her. She told Taya to put her back in the ring. She rolled back in the ring, and she finished the match. Had a great conversation with her afterwards. She actually signed both of them signed photos for us to the WTFW podcast. I will post them on Twitter. Both when Miss Willow Nightingale, said WTFW, she goes, what's that? She goes, does that stand for what the beep wrestling? I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, that match. Okay, this makes sense, and I told her we ran the podcast. We'd love to have her on. So I got her email. I'm going to send it out there, and I'm going to see if I can get her on the show to so she can explain it herself. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be really, really awesome. Also, Miss Taya Valkyrie, I looked at her And I said, hey, I don't understand how WWE let you go. I don't understand how that worked out. She's like, yeah, it is what it is, WTFW. And I almost died. You know what I'm saying? Because, that whole Prestige Wrestling show, that was one of I've been to Raw SmackDowns, I've been to, pay-per-views, Royal Rumbles, all of that. But that was one of the coolest live events I've ever seen. And it's made it to where anytime I see a Prestige Wrestling event anywhere nearby, we going. Like, we going for sure. So, big shout out to Prestige Wrestling. Big shout out to Miss Willow Nightingale, Taya Valkyrie, Scotty Too Hottie. I got a whole bunch of photos of photobombing Scotty Too Hottie. Like, he was behind me taking photos with people, and I have one where I'm pitching his head between my fingers. Okay. Right. I was clowning, but every wrestler was on it. Big shout out to a guy named All Caps from Tacoma, Washington. He is Miss Kanye Twitty's first official, that's her fanboy. She's a fanboy there. And I have to admit, he did an amazing job. He reminded me a lot of Austin Theory. He really, really did in his moveset and how good he was in the ring. But, and not only that, he owns a comic book store where he collects comics and gives them to, lower poverty kids and children and homeless. I'm like, wow. Everything about this event and the fans and the people, the fact that I got Miss Mia Yim to yell back at me in the middle of her match, that was fire. That was fire. Getting fully introduced to Maki Ito. If you have not seen who Maki Ito is in a couple matches that she's had with AEW, or go to your YouTube. Go to the YouTube, and even though all I wanted was Mia Yim to win. That's why I was there. I'm a Mia Yim, fan from day one. But Maki Ito is a wow. A wow. I wish your brother was here to explain how good this woman is. Yeah. Amazing. So, Prestige Wrestling, big shout out. I hope we get Willow Nightingale on the show. I got it. I asked her, I dropped the Easter egg, I put the seed there. I bought a shirt. Yeah. So, I haven't got really much else. That was really, I just want to make sure I mentioned that because, we cover whatever it is, Yeah. Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. All in all, it was a good week for wrestling. Like you said, we got 3 pay-per-views. The biggest trash for me is, one of the biggest trashes, I should say, is the fact that WWE's best pay-per-view was NXT.
Yep.
Hands
down. Front to back.
NXT was better than the In Your House was better than Hell in a Cell, in my opinion.
NXT 2.0 on Tuesday was better than Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And AEW crushed them all.
Yeah. 100%.
That summarizes it up.
Yep.
If it was a battle, AEW takes the W.
100%.
Rampage was amazing. Rampage is still my favorite show of the week. 1 hour of slay.
Yeah.
So, hey, we'll be back on our regular scheduling program. This is our this is our Rooster Toast pay-per-view special. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to everybody though. This show is, this is what, episode 9? Is this 9? Wow. We didn't even think we would be here and we having fun. And we just having more and more fun every week, and it's even on a week like this week because, I like Memphis Mark. I want to give a shout out to Memphis Mark, by the way. Big shout out to Memphis Mark. He is sharing, he's took over the AEW review show. Go check that out right here on the WWE Podcast channel. Memphis Mark is an amazing fan. You will learn something about history when you listen to him talk about wrestling, because he is so knowledgeable and has such a vast history knowledge on wrestling. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Even the Rooster Toast Takeover show. Every month I look forward to it too. in, sending emails, forming factions, giving their opinions. I mean, I feel like we're the ones that stirred the pot. And I will say this, and I'm going to use his real name for this one time. Go back and listen to that Mailbag Takeover show. Yeah. The reason why I think it's fun that we don't edit, and neither does he, because he wasn't able to edit out a mistake he made, but I heard it. He said it, man. You could go back, we'll get the clip, but he said, we the twos, you the ones. He said it word for word. We the ones. He's already subconsciously admitted it.
He knows. We set the bar.
Set the bar. I mean, we're not the bar. We're the whole track. We're the whole field. People play on us.
Yeah. And y'all know where we're at. We're right here at WTFW Trash. Let us know. You guys already. We love the interaction. We want to hear what you guys have to say. So.
Yeah, don't be scared. No one's safe. That's the fun. Come at us. We'll take the smoke. We live in Washington. There's lots of smoke.
But we want the smoke.
We want it all. So that gets it. One take, one done. This is our pay-per-view special episode. Like I said, if there's a pay-per-view, we're not waiting a week to cover it. So that's when we will release our show on Monday night, Tuesday mornings. Otherwise, we'll be back in our regularly scheduled programming of Saturdays to get you guys all wrapped up for the week. But Memphis Mark likes to, tell everyone to spade and neuter and all of that at the end of his show. I have one for us, because, Matt doesn't talk about a lot of world things and we don't either, but hey, sometimes they hit home, so hey, wash your hands, stay sanitized, stay clean. Don't just give up habits that you picked up during COVID just because COVID's on the outward side of things in some ways. No, keep washing your hands and all that because, hey, it sucks, when your house gets wrecked with COVID. And I know exactly that. That's one of the reasons why I think I'm so happy there was so much good wrestling this week because, coincidentally being stuck in quarantine for 5 days and having 3 pay-per-views to watch, that's not bad. Right. That's not bad, but so, hey, y'all keep washing your hands. That's all I want to say. You use the bathroom, wash your hands. You see someone else use the bathroom and walk out, stop and be like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, miss. Would you mind washing your hands?
Oh, no.
We are WTFW Podcast, and we out.
We out.
And that right there is one word. Fire. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the WWE Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss a show, or head to WWEpodcast.com. And for all of these shows ad-free, head over to patreon.com/WWE Podcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.